Hi, I'm Will Benedicts and welcome to another episode of Proctor Car Tips. Today we're going to be going over one of the more important aspects of buying a car, and that is extended warranties. An extended warranty is simply a vehicle service contract. That is, someone guarantees to service your vehicle when something breaks on it. They generally go for longer than the manufacturer's warranty and cover your vehicle for an amount of time and mileage that you specify. There's three main types of coverage for vehicle service contracts. The first is a dealer-backed coverage. Dealer-backed coverages mean the vehicle must be serviced from the purchasing dealer and you do not have the option to take it to any other repair facility. The second type is an aftermarket company that backs your vehicle service contract. And the third type is a manufacturer's backed. Now, Edmunds, Carfax, Auto Trader, and Bankrate all say that the best vehicle service contract to get is the manufacturer backed. And there's a couple of reasons why. First is, every time you have a problem, it is replaced by manufacturer OEM parts. The second reason is they pay the dealership the entire labor rates, meaning the dealership gets the money directly from them and nothing comes out of your pocket. There's two distinct types of vehicle service contracts. One is stated component coverage, where everything that's listed on your contract is what is covered on the car. The other is exclusionary coverage, meaning what is not covered is listed on your contract. Make sure you look over what is covered and what's not covered so you can make sure you're making the best decision. Certain contracts can have what they call deductibles in them, meaning that when you take your car in for repair, you have to pay a certain amount, usually $100. Now, when you're looking at deductibles, which can make the VSC more affordable if you have one, you need to consider this. Is the deductible per occurrence or per part or per visit? If you have a vehicle service contract that has a $100 deductible per visit, no matter how many things need to be repaired, you're still only paying $100. If it is per repair, you may be looking at paying $200 to $300 for that one visit. When looking at vehicle service contracts, most people will simply consider the cost. And the cost definitely should play a big factor into making your decision. But let's look at some of the pros and cons to buying a vehicle service contract to help you make that informed decision. Of course, the biggest pro to buying one is going to be the extended level of coverage. Instead of being covered for the base 3 years, you can be covered up to 7, 8, even 9 years and up to 120,000 miles. We all know that as cars get older, they do tend to become less reliable and require more frequent and more expensive repairs. Another reason to consider a vehicle service contract is most people when they buy a vehicle are on a budget, and that vehicle service contract can help preserve that budget as time increases. For instance, if something happens to your vehicle that's unexpected and you're faced with a repair bill, if you have a vehicle service contract, you're not coming out of pocket for those expenses. The biggest and only con to having a vehicle service contract is price. They are not cheap. As a matter of fact, the average vehicle service contract is around $1,500 and can go well up from there. Let's think about this for just a second. The average vehicle service contract costs around $1,500, although they can vary from quite a bit more to quite a bit less. And the average cost of a new car, according to Edmunds, is $33,500. That boils down to just over 4% of the value of the vehicle at time of purchase. Now let's take a look at consumer products, electronics, computers, appliances. The average cost for those extended warranties is 10 to 20% of the cost of that good, and the coverage is only 3 years. 10 to 20% for 3 years, 4% for 7 years. You can see that the cost for the vehicle service contract is actually quite a bit more in line than you may think. Now, when your vehicle service contract comes up on expiring at 7 years, 100,000 miles, whatever terms you may have bought it for, what you want to do is take your vehicle into the dealership. Pay the money to have it inspected. Let them find whatever they can that is wrong with the vehicle so you have that peace of mind after your vehicle service contract expires. Now, let's say you've bought a 7-year and 80,000 mile vehicle service contract. But now 4 years from now, your family status has changed and you need a bigger vehicle. What happens? Well, if you sell the car private party, you can simply transfer it to the new owner, usually for a small fee around $25 or $30. This can really help increase the value of your vehicle when you go to sell it private party. But let's say you trade it in at a dealership to take advantage of the tax benefits. When this happens, it can be canceled, prorated, and reimbursed. We can either use that as a down payment on your new vehicle or give the money directly back to you. Well, we've gone over now a lot of questions to ask about vehicle service contracts that will help you make the decision on whether or not the added benefit of one is there for you in your car purchase. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. My name is Will Benedicts. Thank you for watching another episode of Proctor Car Tips. For more videos like this, please click like or subscribe.